When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, you chase something greater, no matter how difficult the path. On the dirt, in the sand, and beyond. The new 2024 Ridgeline Passport and Pilot, part of our most rugged trail sport lineup yet. From Honda.
Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate. Glad to be your host tonight, and glad to introduce on the stage we have Brian Bunn, who's with the Bayou Regional Arts Council. Thank you very much for joining us, Brian.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, upcoming this weekend, you have a big weekend with the Bayou Arts Festival. I know you're anxious to tell all the people out there about it.
Yeah, we have quite a bit going on. We're going to have 3 different stages set up between Barrow Street and Lafayette. We'll have the main stage, which will be basically across the parking lot from the Whitney Hancock Bank on Main Street. We'll have a bandstand set up where the bandstand for the courthouse is, and then we'll have another stage set up near the old Boxer in the Barrel once you get closer to Lafayette Street, and all 3 will have different types of entertainment and music on them. Main stage, we're going to start off at 10:30 in the morning with Don Rich, followed by Knock New and the Wild Montoons, the Cantina Flies, Chubby Carrier, the Bayou Regional All-Stars featuring Josh Garrett and some local musicians from both here and the New Orleans area. Then they will be followed by Tab Benoit, then Randy Jackson, and then Tab Benoit will close the show out on the main stage at 9:30, and he will end at 11. Moving down, we have the White Boot Stroll stage, which is the bandstand, and you can register there to get a passport where you can go to different businesses that we have on the map, view different types of art from local artists, and then I think there's a registration and a drawing to be held after. I'm not sure about that, but I think I'm close. We have the singer-songwriters on the bandstand, which is going to be hosted by Mr. Barry Chauvin, and he's going to have a collection of Louisiana musicians who play all original music that they've written themselves, and they also perform once a month in downtown Houma. And it's really something to watch. It's a lot of fun. And then they will be followed by the Pine Leaf Boys, who will be starting at 3 o'clock. And then they're followed by Curly Taylor and the Zydeco Trouble, which will start at 5. Off to the side of this, we'll have the Kids Corner, where kids can pay $10 and enjoy different games, crafts, snacks. There's going to be a petting zoo and a bounce house. Then we're going to have wonderful foods cooked by folks that most people in home have eaten, festival foods that they prepared before in the past, whether it be lagniappe or different events. And there's a wide variety of vendors there as well. All the way down Main Street, the vendors will be lined up. So you'll be able to just walk one run and see all the different crafts and whatnot that they have to offer. We do have a celebrity vendor this year. His name is Tom Drummond, and he is one of the original members and still plays with Better Than Ezra. Okay. He will be displaying his artwork that he does. I've seen some of it. It's pretty amazing, and I think a lot of folks will enjoy seeing some of that. From there, we have a cultural collective stage that's going to be down at the end towards Lafayette Street, and it's going to celebrate our diverse community with a fashion show depicting each culture that's going to participate, along with music and food from each culture. So we have the African American culture coming out, and they're going from Finding Our Roots Museum, and that's Miss Margie Scobie.
Yes.
And then we're going to have a drumming, African American drumming will be performing there. And they'll also have some African-American artists displaying their artwork as well. We also have the United Houma Nation. We have a United Houma Nation flute player by the name of Mr. Frank Chasson that will be doing his thing. And we're also going to get demonstrations by UHN members Miss Janie Luster, who does basket weaving, and Miss Dina Forey, who does moss dolls, and Mr. Doug Fazio, Roy Porfay, and Ivy Billiot will be doing wood carving, which will include, I believe, musical instruments along with ducks, other wildlife, and various things that they're going to be carving throughout Saturday. For the Latino community, we have what's called, what they refer to as Day of the Dead altar, which is it's an altar of remembrance for departed family, friends, and relatives that they're going to be having on display. They're also going to do a community mural where they'll be painting a large mural in that area, and Hans Geist will also be doing a mural closer to the courthouse. And then they're going to do clay pot painting along with a Latino band that'll be performing on that stage as well. And then we have the Cajun culture, which is Miss Audrey George is going to have a tent set up for French speaking. And she's been doing this for 36 plus years, where she has hosted numerous families that have come in from out of town to experience our culture. And prior to that, she was doing Codafil with kids, an amazing lady who's been a steward of our community for many, many years. They're going to do Cajun dancing. We're going to have Cajun Music Preservation Society performing as well. And Ernie Savoy will be displaying pirogues and dugouts during the event as well. We also have a Friday night event where Bang Bang is going to open up, I believe, at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and they're going to be followed by Steve Juno and Friends, which is going to be a collection of local musicians who a lot of folks are really familiar with. So it's going to be a fun-filled weekend. We're going to have a good time. We hope everybody else has a good time. But while I'm looking at the clock and I see we still have a few minutes, our friends and neighbors to the east and northeast, we'd like to extend our heartfelt prayers and pray for their safety, and the ones that have already been affected, pray for their quick recovery. Yeah,
it certainly is a tragedy over there, but we certainly have been through, unfortunately, our share, and it just lucks out that it's not us this time, but unfortunately it's somebody else. But this weekend, we have rebuilt since the last big one over here, and it's a great weekend. You said you had a lot of stuff to get through, and that certainly is a bunch of things that you have going on. A little bit, for everybody out there.
Oh, absolutely. This is family fun. Bring the kids. This is an event. Again, that we hold annually, and last year's attendance, we think will probably get close to doubling. At least we're hoping to. We had a lot of folks come in from out of state. We had people from, probably 15 or 20 different states that came in last year. We expect more of that this year, and we hope it's a successful event.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Brian, and good luck with the festival this weekend, Bayou Arts Festival, downtown Houma. Come see it. There's a lot going on.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you, and stay tuned for more right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.